Hey everyone, Austin here doing something kind of casual and off the cuff on my side YouTube channel here. This is one piece of the Konami arcade style controller for Beatmania IIDX on PS2. And I actually got this in the mail just the other day. This is a Beatmania IIDX controller, but unlike the official Konami controller, this is the US version. It comes bundled with the American version to Beatmania. These basically have membrane keys, as if, you know, like NES or Super Nintendo controller, but oversized for this setup. This one, on the other hand, actually has micro switches, so nice and clicky. What I thought I'd do on this video is take this apart and see what's on the inside of it. I want to see what kinds of switches they use. I want to see if it's possible to swap the switches out easily. It looks like we have 8 screw holes here. I did check, and they are Phillips screws. But much like the official controller, you can actually pop the controller or the buttons out. So, like, here's the American version, basically just sliding out just like this. The purpose of this is that, you know, in the arcade, you have the turntable on one side, on the left-hand side on the left control panel, and then on the right-hand side on the right control panel. Obviously, this is backwards, but the idea is that you can take this out on the home controllers, flip it, and then you have the opposite control scheme for, you know, your preferred playstyle. Some people prefer having a turntable on the right, some people prefer having it on the left, and you can do the exact same thing with the arcade style controller right here. But again, my biggest thing was like, okay, you know, what kinds of switches are they using? Also, I wanted to take it apart because I noticed my bottom left button, which is probably one of the most heavily used buttons on 2DX. It requires a lot of force to go down. I feel like it's getting stuck a little bit, so it's quite possible this thing has never been opened up and the buttons have never been cleaned out. So I'd like to try to do that as well, but just to kind of put it into perspective, the size difference between the original official controller and the arcade style controller is kind of this right here. It's gigantic. So yeah. But yeah, let me actually get in place here. And let me grab a screwdriver. And what we're going to do is go ahead and just flip this thing over and kind of take it apart and just see what's all inside of it. So, and hopefully I don't butcher anything and don't ruin it, because I would like to put it back together so I can actually use it. But, you know, this controller I found a little bit after the fact is a bit redundant in this day and age. From my use of it last night, it is still a good controller, but you can get modern, higher quality, Beatmania IIDX controllers for PS2 still for about the same price as this, if not less, than what you'd have to pay on like eBay or something like that for this. And you'll get probably higher quality parts, probably an actual metal base and whatnot. This controller, while it's solid, it is still completely plastic, basically. So it, you know, despite the high prices that they go for, which is over, I think they sell for over $200 on eBay right now in 2022 as of doing this video. And so maybe not the best purchasing decision, but it is a massive controller, which is cool. And it is also official, so if you're the kind of person that likes having the official accessories, I mean, this was made by Konami. It's it's pretty cool, but maybe a little redundant. So that's okay. Looks like I got all my screws out. Let's see how we're supposed to get this thing off. Okay, so let's flip it upside down. So let's go ahead and bring it out slowly. Okay. And there we go. There's the underside there. And wow, really good news actually. Very good news. So it looks like we've got unique micro switches on each key. So it looks like the switches will easily come out. Yeah, this is very like standard, like arcade style, which is good. That's exactly what I was hoping. And it looks like it all runs into a PCB here. And then these are the connectors that they basically allow you to you know, flip it around, so you can swap sides. And actually, what's really interesting is they look like Sega Saturn connectors. Very interesting. I should plug a Saturn controller in to the the turntable part and see if it works. No, it probably won't. Actually, that would be a really interesting. No, I can't. No, I'm just all right. My mind's just going wild right now. And this is just really cool. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these controllers. And I guess if I wanted to, you know, like if I wanted to test this button here, I can actually just unscrew it. Looks like these are just Phillips screws as well. Let's go ahead and just take one of these out just to kind of see what it looks like. Yep, okay, so yep, that's the switch right there. Just clicks right in. We have a spring. And then I guess the button will just come right out. And that's it. It's just all one piece. Yeah, so this is all just one piece, which is nice. And then the spring just goes in there, like so. Obviously, don't want to lose that. I do wonder if I could get like different springs, if that'll help anything. But yeah, I can see the side of the button. It's a little gunked up. Yeah, so I think what I'll end up doing in the meantime is you know, going and cleaning all the sides, because I want the yeah, and I can see the crevices in here are all like gunked up as well. This thing has probably never been opened, and you know, these came out in 2002, so that was a long time ago. But yeah, I guess what I'm going to end up doing is going through each of these one by one and just cleaning them one by one. And then I want to make note of what switches are in here. So let me take this one out real quick. Try not to break anything. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance on these too. So what I could do is get switches that have less resistance, and which will make them a little more sensitive, which is kind of what I want. I don't want to have to push down hard. I want to be able to like graze the keys lightly when I play. So it looks like it is, let's see. These just look like generic switches. I don't even see a name on them. Oh, it's Omron. Oh, okay, that's actually common. Yeah, I see those in a lot of the custom controllers. So that seems pretty standard for 2DX after... Well, this isn't aftermarket. This is official Konami, but the aftermarket controllers usually come default with the Omron. So you can actually upgrade them to higher quality ones if you want. And it looks like these are... Oh, one of the only issues is these quick connects. I don't think these are actually quick connects. I think these might be soldered on with some heat shrink on top of them. That's going to make replacing the switches kind of a pain. Well, what I'm going to personally start off with, I'm not going to do it on this video. I mainly just wanted to show you the inside of this controller. Is what I'll do is I'll just clean out all the buttons and then see how, you know, things feel after that. But so it is good to know what kinds of switches are in here. But yeah, these switches are just very stiff. Like I have to apply a decent amount of force to you know, to push them down. I think that's probably one of the complaints with this controller. I've been playing the arcade version in the actual arcade quite a bit recently, and I'm pretty sure the switches they have there are lighter on the tension. So, well, good to know though. So all we're on switches, and I could pretty much just swap these out with any kinds of switches. And you know what? Like, I'm gonna go look through my arcade stuff. I might have some other switches that I could potentially swap in. I'll have to go check out. Yeah, I think I have a bunch of extra switches either for my pinball machines or my arcade cabinet, and they might actually work a little bit better, but we'll see. Well, it's good to know. But it's very standard switch stuff, you know. It just pops on here nice and easy. So nothing too crazy there. And it looks like all these are uniform, so they all, like this little tab right here always faces up in the same direction for every switch. So if you know, take this off and you kind of struggle with figuring out which way it goes, it's actually seems to be pretty easy to get back on. So, but let's see if I can get this on here without, again, destroying anything, because that would be bad. I did just get this controller yesterday, and so, like I said, I would like to use it. All right, so let's actually get this in here. All right, pop that there if I can. Okay, you're not cooperating with me. Okay, there we go. All right, nice and easy. And looks like the spring is on there. So we can just... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm a dummy. I'm not going to put this back on right now because I want to clean all the buttons. So I'm going to do that one by one. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show off the inside of this, you know, this arcade-style controller. So, you know, kind of a quick video. Not all that useful, but if you've wanted to see on the inside of this, there you go. One reason I wanted to do this is that, like, I was personally trying to look for content as well as even blog posts about the official Konami arcade-style controller, and I could barely find anything. I think I found 2 YouTube videos. One was a guy doing, I think, like, might have been like a cardboard mod or something like that. And then another one was just someone just testing out the controller. And that was it. So, yeah, not a whole lot of content out there about these controllers, but it is pretty cool. Maybe not worth the price of entry when you can get like a DJ Dow controller or something like that for around the same price, if not less. Now, the cost of that is going to go up significantly if you start getting like Sanwa parts and stuff like that. You know, it can easily become double the price of this, if not triple, depending on like the you know, the tiered model you get. The low tier, which is still probably significantly better than this, will cost about the price of one of these, if not less. But if you want the top tier, it's going to cost way more than this. So it's not that these controllers are completely redundant, but you know, if unless you just have to have the official thing, like, you know, that was kind of my mindset, and it's probably a little redundant, but it's still not a lot of content out there about these things. So hopefully you guys, you know, found this useful. I'm going to crack open the American controller too, just to show you guys that. That'll be a separate video, so watch out for that. And yeah, thanks for watching, I guess. Check out the description for a link to my main channel where I focus on gameplay and stuff like that. This is just kind of like a casual off-the-cuff sort of thing, and side channel, but yeah. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Take it easy.